Hello, my dear friends. Today I want to show you how I work with Twitter and create a couple of videos with tools I use on a frequent and daily regular basis. Well, just let's start with Twitter. And as you see here, I've got 14,000 followers. Well, and that's quite a few. And I'm often asked, well, how do I keep track with these many followers? That's one of the most important questions. And the issue is if you are afraid of such a quantity of followers, chances are you will never get that much. And it's pretty easy to keep track of them because you can create lists. And I just recently started creating some. That means I have the opportunity here to create lists on Twitter. For example, I click here on create a list. I type in the list name. I can decide whether I want to keep it private or I want to have it public, enter a description, and then I can add people to these lists. So that's pretty simple. The tool you need is a free tool in order to keep track with your lists. So let's go to TweetDeck. And TweetDeck is a really cool and free desktop application. There's even an iPhone application for that. And you can post stuff to Google+, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and MySpace. These are the social networks I use with TweetDeck. But let's focus today on Twitter. And what you can do on TweetDeck is you can add columns, as many as you want. And as you see here, I've got my lists here organized as columns. This, for example, is the list with the people in my most important Facebook tribe I'm part of, so I can keep track what they're tweeting. This, for example, are a couple of my team members who are active on Twitter. These are active retweeters, so I can keep track of them. This is a Twitter group on a social network, German social network I'm part of, so I can keep track of them as well. A default column is the mentions, so I can keep track of people who retweet my stuff or keep track of the ad replies I get. And yeah, these are the direct messages, but I tell you, well, I hardly read them, the direct messages, because there are so many and they are pretty spammy. Well, basically, I don't invest more than 30 minutes a day in order to keep track of my Twitter account, because the first thing I do in the morning, for example, is I go through the mentions, and I see here, okay, here I was retweeted, top of the timeline, that's nice. Here I got a blog post that was retweeted, and I simply click on reply to Top Dog Trading and write, hey, thanks for your retweet, you're awesome. So, and update successful, and it's done. And this is something I do twice a day, in the morning and at night before going to bed. I walk through these columns in order to reply to people, in order to ask questions, in order to answer questions, and whatever. And of course also in order to retweet stuff, for example from John and Sue, retweet to your followers, and the retweet is sent. So that's basically it. No more then a half an hour a day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning, and 10 minutes, 15 minutes at night. And I'm pretty much done with my 13,000 followers on Twitter. In one of my next videos, I'm going to show you how I build up these followers, and how I can unfollow people without killing myself, and without violating the Twitter rules, of course. So that's very important. So please stay tuned. Have a blessed day. Take care. Bye bye.